Welcome back, everyone. Today I want to pull you into the heart of a motorcycle that doesn't just roll across American pavement, it drifts through the memory and meaning of what it feels like to ride. A machine that, for decades, has quietly offered riders something precious: a sense of belonging, a sense of calm, a sense that the road is not a battlefield to conquer but a place to breathe. We're talking about the 2026 Yamaha V Star 250, a motorcycle that may be humble in size but never in spirit. It stands as one of the last true entry-level cruisers that embrace the character of classic American motorcycling. No overwhelming horsepower, no complicated electronics. Just a small, sincere cruiser that has been winning over riders in the United States for years by being exactly what it promises to be: simple, reliable, inviting, and deeply authentic. From the moment your eyes land on it, the V Star 250 doesn't try to impress you with flashiness, it welcomes you with nostalgia. It carries that unmistakable old-school cruiser silhouette, long, low, and relaxed. A motorcycle shaped by the golden age of cruising. A time when chrome gleamed against sunset highways, when bikes weren't trying to be smarter than the rider, and when the purpose of a ride wasn't speed, it was presence. The teardrop fuel tank gently slopes toward a deep dish bucket seat, wide handlebars stretch effortlessly toward the rider, and chrome accents glimmer like reflections of another era. Even the stance of the bike feels like a friendly handshake. It doesn't tower over you, it doesn't intimidate, it doesn't ask you to prove anything. Instead, it invites you to simply sit down, breathe, and enjoy the experience. But beneath this classic exterior lies one of the motorcycle's most defining traits: its 249cc air-cooled V-twin engine. In a world where nearly every lightweight beginner bike relies on singles or parallel twins, the V Star stands proudly apart. Yamaha kept the V-twin not because it's the easiest option, but because it's the most soulful. That soft rumble, that gentle pulse, that rhythmic heartbeat. These aren't just mechanical motions, they're emotional cues that remind you why motorcycles captured your imagination in the first place. The 2026 model keeps this engine as smooth, predictable, and forgiving as ever. Power delivery rolls in like a calm tide, steady, easy to control, but full of personality. It has enough pep to make the ride fun, but not enough to overwhelm beginners who are still learning the dance of throttle, clutch, and confidence. Whether you're filtering through city traffic, cruising around town, or finally taking that first weekend road trip, this engine gives you everything you need, and nothing you don't. One of the defining joys of the V Star 250 is just how incredibly approachable it is. At roughly 324 pounds wet, this is one of the lightest cruisers on the market. That matters especially for new riders. A lighter bike means better balance at low speeds, easier parking lot maneuvers, more confidence in stop-and-go traffic. And for shorter riders, the 27-inch seat height is a gift. It allows both feet to plant firmly on the ground, reducing anxiety and building trust between rider and machine. For 2026, Yamaha has refined the comfort and feel of the bike in subtle yet meaningful ways. The seat has been padded with slightly richer cushioning, offering more support for longer rides. The suspension has been tuned for better composure, smoothing out bumps and creating a more stable, relaxed ride on uneven surfaces. These changes don't alter the identity of the V Star, they enhance it, because comfort isn't just a feature of a cruiser, it's part of its purpose. Fuel economy remains one of the strongest reasons riders continue to choose the V Star 250. Often achieving over 70 miles per gallon depending on riding style, this bike reminds us that motorcycling doesn't have to be expensive. Pair that efficiency with a modest 2.5-gallon tank, and the range becomes surprisingly practical for daily commuting or weekend wanderings. In a time when every dollar matters, the V Star stands as a reminder that joy can still be affordable. The riding position stays true to the laid-back cruiser ethos. Forward-set pegs allow your legs to stretch comfortably. Wide handlebars settle naturally into your reach. The ergonomics are designed not to command your body but to relax it. Whether you're gliding down coastal highways or navigating busy neighborhoods, the V Star has a way of making you feel grounded and at ease. There's nothing frantic about it, nothing rushed. It encourages you to slow your breath, look around, and experience the ride, not just the destination. Yamaha's updates for 2026 also touch the bike's aesthetics. Richer paint finishes bring a deeper presence to the motorcycle, while subtle modern touches blend with the retro DNA. The chrome, the fenders, the tank lines, each element feels like it belongs in a story that began long before this bike was built and will continue long after the ride ends. And in true classic fashion, the instrument cluster remains simple. An analog speedometer, basic indicator lights, no digital distractions, no layered menus, no software updates, just a clean, timeless view of the essentials. For new riders, this simplicity is grounding. For experienced riders, it's refreshing. One of the most powerful aspects of the V Star's legacy in the United States is its unwavering dependability. Yamaha engineered this bike not only to be easy to ride, but easy to own. Maintenance costs are low, parts are accessible, longevity is proven. It's the kind of machine that gives riders peace of mind, whether they're a college student commuting to class or a new rider just learning what the open road feels like.